All right, so if you can hear me clearly, drop a message in the chat or let me know. And if you can see my screen clearly, let me know. Drop a message in the chat. Unmute your mic. Okay, thank you, Rich. So today we're gonna learn how to open a live trading account and an intro into TradingView, right? TradingView is the platform I'm on right now. Right, so I know some of you already know how to use TradingView and make a live trading account, but for the new people, just pay attention, right? So if you live in the Caribbean, right, you would use different trading brokers than people in the US. In the US, the rules are much more stricter when it comes to trading, right? When it comes to trading, there are unregulated brokers and regulated brokers, right? Generally, the unregulated brokers basically, unregulated means that they don't follow most of the rules set in place by the government to keep investors safe, right? And regulated brokers is generally brokers that follow the rules set in place by government, right? Now, most retail traders use unregulated brokers because we have more options when it comes to trading, right? The unregulated brokers gives us much more leverage, meaning we can make a lot more money using an unregulated broker compared to a regulated broker, right? For example, if you use a regulated broker, the leverage will only be 1 to 2 or maybe even 1 to 20 for the most, meaning that you can only use 2 times or 20 times your trading balance to trade. So in order to even make profit, you need to be trading with at least $10,000, right? However, the perks of using an unregulated broker, you get leverage, much more higher leverage, right? Which would be up to 500 times. And basically you won't be as scrutinized to pay taxes, right? So, I mean, most unregulated brokers are not safe. They could take your money and you can't do anything about it if they wanted to, right? Because they don't follow the rules. However, there are safe, trusted, unregulated brokers that I will recommend that we all use in this trading community, right? If you're in the US, it's harder to use an unregulated broker, but there are brokers you could use, which I would recommend, right? So, we'll start with
Hey, quick question.
yeah.
For what would make one unregulated broker safer than another one?
What make them safer?
Yeah.
Well, basically, You just have to know their reputation and their history. You have to look online and check the reviews.
Okay.
I've had brokers that I've signed up with just
And check their commission.
just like vanish off the face of the earth, or they just make up excuses why they can't give you your money back. You know,
Okay, that makes sense.
and then like there's no way to contact them. There's no way to call them. The only way is through a live chat. But I mean, we personally, I have, we lived through that and um done my research, and you can do your own research as well to find the trusted brokers, you know. So for example, KOT Forex, Forex, that's a broker I'm using right now, and I trust them, right? Because I've seen other people who I look up to in the trading community throwing in millions of dollars in and out of this broker without a problem, and I haven't had any problems with them. So Hugo's Way was another good broker, but then I ran into some problems with them once. Like they would allow me to withdraw for some reason. I mean, eventually they fixed it, but that little problem I had with them kind of made me, not bother with them. But I would use them again, but they were just kind of strange not being able to access your money, right? So yeah, um, you can literally go online and compare all the different brokers, and they are websites that would show you the pros and the cons, right? So for US traders, I recommend KOT Forex. The only thing is you can only deposit and withdraw in Bitcoin. So you'll need to have a Coinbase account. Right? So we'll start with XM, right? So www.xm.com is the broker I recommend for people living in the Caribbean. Trusted, very trusted broker. You could deposit and withdraw without any issues, and you can use your card to deposit and withdraw. I think that's what most of the members use, right? So when you're signing up, this is the website. You go to when you're on the home page, right? This broker doesn't accept any US clients, by the way. You go to open account. But while you're on the home page, you could just look at the information. What leverage they offer. Basically, they offer 1 to 88, meaning you can use 888 times your trading balance. You could trade up to 1,000 instruments. So you have a thousand different instruments you could trade, whether it be forex, stocks, or commodities, right? And they also give you education. Well, you can have a look on your own time, right? So you click open account. You type your name. Let's say Mastermind Capital, right? Type your country, Grenada, the language, English. You probably put a phone number. I'm just entering random information, right? And then you click trading platform. We use MT4. Trading type, standard, right? That's just a regular trading account. I haven't used any of these micro and ultra micro. That's just like for like extra small trading accounts. Like if you're not even looking to make any money. right? So like if you have a $10 account and you want to just use it to practice, you could probably use a micro or these lower extra smaller accounts. It just means that they would make the PIP, because on a standard lot, the lowest amount you can make a PIP worth is 10 cents. So probably on a micro account, you can make a PIP worth 1 cent when you enter in a trade, right? Type in your birthday, let's say the 12th, the 12th of 1997. Guidelines 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, 473. This is just random information, right? Are you a US citizen? No. For your trading account details, you would put it in US. You put your leverage to 1 to 88 or 1 to 500 or 1 to 4. You can use any one of these three, right? I would just recommend 1 to 5, right? Investment information, this is not mandatory. You could just put anything. It doesn't affect you signing up, right? For trading experience, you can put anything, to be honest. It doesn't really matter. That's just for their personal, I don't know, maybe they just want to keep track of their clients. All right, and for account password, you can put anything. So. And then you just click open account bonus. If you click yes, I would like to receive a bonus, then you would have the option to receive like 50% credits on whatever you deposit. So if you deposit $100, they would allow you $150 to trade, but you can't actually withdraw the $50, right? So now it would say you open a live account. To complete the registration, you just click the link they sent to your email, right? And then that's that. You open it. That would be how you register a live account, right? So once you get onto once you click the link, you'll have access to the platform, to XM platform, and then they would ask you to verify your information, meaning they need a picture of your ID and proof of address for you to actually be able to trade. And then you just send that in. It's very simple. I don't think I would need to go through it. You just send that in, and then within 1 day, right, they will tell you you're verified and you could get started trading, right? I think I will get into opening a MetaTrader 4 at a later date, because if I get into my XM trading account right now, you would see a lot of personal information, right? Because this was a made up email, so I can't confirm this right now. For US clients, it's fairly the same procedure. You sign up, you put in your information. Well, it's actually much easier on KOT, right? Oh my God. Well, yeah. I'm pretty sure everyone in that every person who is in the US, you just basically is the same thing. You just sign. You just once you enter this information, they'll send you an email, and you click the email, and then you'll be able to enter the platform, right? That's the easy part, right? To deposit and withdraw, you'd have to this is the hard part. You go to coinbase.com, right? Actually, let's do, oh no. Right, so you go to coinbase.com, right? And you would have to sign up. So it's very simple. When you get there, you just click open account, and you type in your information, and then to verify yourself, you'd have the option to send your ID and your proof of address, right? On another video, I'll show you how to deposit and withdraw using Coinbase, right? That's a whole other actually, I have a pre-recorded video for that, but that's a whole other scene, right? It's not as easy. People get confused because they don't really know how to use cryptocurrencies, right? So that was just a quick clip on signing up to a trading account. Now on to TradingView, right? So TradingView is a platform we use to analyze the market, right? This platform, we can look up any currency pair, any commodity, any stock, and be able to look at the historic data to make a decision, right? So let me just type in a random chart. Say XAU USD is gold, by the way. All right, so this is a clean chart, right? So TradingView, right? Let me just explain TradingView for you. At this top corner right here, you have your currency pair. You could change it by typing it in over here, or you can click this tab and type it in over here. And once you add it in on this tab, then it will drop down into the list, right? And this is just a list of all the pairs I'm looking at right now. Once you type in your pair here, it would be added to the list, right? On this corner, you have the different time frames. So you can look at the weekly time frame, the daily time frame, the 4-hour, the 1 hour, or you could even look at a couple others, right? Over here, you have the option to change the type of chart you're looking at. You can look at a line chart or a candlestick chart. Over here, you can add different symbols and indicators, which we probably won't be using, right? Here you have the bar replay, meaning that when you're practicing, sometimes you would like to go back in time, right? So you go back to August 19th. So all the candles up until August 19th.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah.
You hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna ask a question.
Sorry, Keisha, continue.
Yeah. So the bar replay is just a tool we use to practice, right? So we would go back in time, right, to test out our strategy, right? Meaning that we'll go back to, let's say, June 19th, and then we'll try to place trades up until this date using our strategy to see how well it works, right? So sometimes I might place a trade here and I would click play and watch it play out to see if the trade would have won or lost, to see how well the strategy works. And we would do this over a series of trades. So we might do this 100 times. And we would see, okay, did we win 80% of our trades? Is the strategy working? If we can't win 50%, 60%, then the strategy probably doesn't work, right? So that's just a way we practice, right? Yeah, so this is just the button to go back when you're using your tools. This here is just to go in full screen mode. This here is to take a snapshot of the chart right now. You can copy and paste the link, and we'll be able to, whoever clicks the link will be able to see a chart, right? Publish is basically, one second. Once you click publish, the market is going to take a snapshot. Take a snapshot of your chart right now, and then later on, they would add it onto your trading view journal, right? And then once you go back to that snapshot, you can click play and you'll be able to see what happened after you took that snapshot, right? So for example, let's see an example, right? So for example, this is a snapshot I took using publish. So if I click play, I'm gonna see what happened after, right? So right here, we can see that the market went up and down and back up, right? It did what I wanted it to do in this snapshot. And then I have like a little explanation to the bottom as to why I took the trade, right? Over here, you have your tools. So basically the different tools we will be using, right? So personally, I have all my tools down here, right? So I don't have to go into this to get my tools, right? So just for example, the tools we use that you'll learn to use later on are the trend line, horizontal line, horizontal ray, vertical line, arrow, parallel channel. They all have a star on them, right? So once you tap on them and you tap the star, they'll be added to this long line of tools that stays at the bottom of your chart. You can move it around, right? And then we also use the Fibonacci retracement, right? So later on, you could go over this video, pause it, and add in your tools, right? We use the rectangle, well, the ellipse, polyliner, text. This is just what I use to write on the chart itself. So for example, if I click this up arrow, an arrow will pop up on the screen, right? If I click the rectangle tool, you can draw a rectangle on the screen, right? And then we have long and short positions. This is just a tool that we use to say where we're going long and short, right? So long position and short position. So short is the red box on top. This would be the top would be a stop loss, right? The bottom of the green box would be a take profit. That means you want the market to go down, right? And then for long position, your stop loss would be at the bottom and take profit be on the top. Your entry is in the middle. That means you want the market to go up, right? If it hits the bottom of this box, you lose your money. If it hits the top, then you come out to whatever profit you have, right? So all of these tools, I have them right here. If I scroll across them, the name will pop up, but you should probably just memorize the symbol, right? For somebody asked about the Fibonacci tool, right? So these are my numbers that I use for the Fibonacci tool that you would learn later on. I just use this 0, 38, 61, negative 27, 1, negative 61.8, and 0.5, right? So you could just take a screenshot of this and enter it when you're setting up your Fibonacci tool. You could also copy the color pattern, right? But Fibonacci tool is advanced, and we will get into that at a later date, right? When you hop onto your trader view chart, your chart is gonna look really messy. It's not gonna look like mine's white, clean candles. So to fix your chart, you just go to color theme. You set it as no, not color theme. You go to settings, right? You tap on appearance, and you you put your background as black. You remove your vertical line. So if you see, once I drag this across, you'd see why I took it out, because it's messy. So you just drag it across. So you put it on 0 so it doesn't show, right? For the candles, you click on symbol. Whatever color you put here, that's going to be the color of your candle. So you should put this in green and red. The candle borders black, the wick black, right? So if I change the color of the candle borders, you'll see that the candles are actually changing, right? So we'll keep the candle borders black. That's just the borders around the candle. The bodies, you'll keep it green, even though mine is blue. The wick, you'll keep it black, right? The last value is basically the current price. You can put green, right? So yeah, you want your background nice, white, clear, clean, and red, green candles, right? Let's see. Over here, once you add in your pairs, I will give you a list of, just add 5 pairs to analyze, right? So you could just type in USDJPY, right? You click on Oanda, right? Because that's the best broker that gives you the best price. It will be added to this list, and you'll be able to view it here, right? Now, when you're first doing this, it might seem a little confusing, but the more you do it, the easier it gets, right? And you have to watch this video, all the videos, all the lessons we do. You have to look at them over and over. Don't just look at them once, and actually get out there and practice, right? So do you have any questions on TradingView? Okay, so TradingView is just the platform we're gonna be using to practice after I've taught you how to trade, and I've taught you the different strategies and the different tools we're gonna be using to analyze the market, right? TradingView is a platform that we use to view the market and to practice and to make sure our strategies work, right? Before we actually put our money on the line, right? So generally, you would use TradingView to find the trade, and then you would enter that trade into your MetaTrader 4, and then watch it play out, right? So this video was recorded, and this was day 4. As you can see, I'm taking my time with the classes, right? However, don't take it for granted, because sooner or later, maybe at the 3rd week of training, you guys probably will be begging me to slow down, right? So enjoy the slow pace. We will stop it right here, but on your own timing, go over this video and actually do everything I did, right?
Yeah.
Use the tools, set up your chart, add your currency pairs, make your live trading account. You don't have to use it now, but you can make your live trading account. Once you go and make it, then you can come back with questions. If you have any issues, I can help you with it, or a senior student could help you with it. So thanks for hopping on. The recording will be online in about 2 hours, all right? I'm headed off now.